San Francisco is currently the geographical center of a high-stakes race between the world's largest software companies to dominate artificial intelligence. But there is a structural bottleneck keeping these smart tools from being useful in a professional setting. Most AI models live inside a web browser, requiring the user to leave their local workspace to ask a question, a move that often breaks concentration. This diagram shows the typical routine. You stop what you're doing, open a web browser, type out your prompt, copy the response, and finally paste it back into your original application. Executing this sequence results in a loss of momentum. The context switching drains focus and adds minutes to tasks that should take seconds to complete. Because of this friction, a browser-based AI functions more like a search engine than a seamless assistant. Rival companies recognized this workflow issue early. OpenAI and Anthropic built dedicated applications for Mac quite some time ago, bypassing the browser to live directly on the desktop. Up until now, users within Google's ecosystem had to navigate to a specific URL to interact with the company's leading models. That changed this week. Google released a native Gemini application specifically for macOS. High-performance AI is now moving beyond the data center. The focus has shifted to the local operating system, where users spend the majority of their workday. The application is available globally right now, requiring any Mac running macOS version 15 or higher. Once installed, the entire interface is built around a single keyboard shortcut, Option plus Space. Hit those keys and Gemini instantly pops up as a translucent overlay on your current work. You never have to switch tabs. You can build a budget, verify a formula, and drop right back into your active cell. This eliminates the need for navigating away or loading a new page, keeping your primary work visible at all times. By tying the software to a global system command, the AI becomes a utility you command on demand rather than a destination you visit. The primary advantage of this native connection is a feature called screen awareness. Gemini can now see your local environment, allowing you to share active windows or drag and drop files directly into the prompt box. This chart illustrates that connection. If you're looking at a complex data visualization, you can bring up the overlay and ask for the biggest takeaways. The application extracts the most important insights into a summary, bypassing manual uploads. Google also integrated their Nano Banana model, which enables you to generate images inside that same local overlay. The inclusion of the VO file means you can also prompt and render videos directly from your desktop. When software can perceive your local environment, you spend less time explaining your context to the machine. The computer finally sees exactly what the user sees. Google's entry into the desktop space provides a viable alternative to the manual copy-paste routine required by browser-only tools. The native macOS app is available immediately at gemini.google/mac. Sustaining a lead in this industry now depends on eradicating workflow friction. For AI to reach mainstream enterprise adoption, it must embed itself into the hardware ecosystems and operating systems where professional work already happens. The release of Gemini for Mac shows that utility is now tied to proximity. An assistant is most effective when it shares the user's view, sitting one keystroke away from any active window.